Hello, this is an introduction to our Renault Trucks Turbo Compound vehicle, which is all about delivering best fuel consumption. It uses the onboard sensors and GPS antenna, along with our OptiVision software, to get the best possible strategy when climbing and descending hills to deliver the best possible fuel consumption the vehicle can achieve. The system works in conjunction with the onboard sensors. This one is the AEBS sensor, the automated emergency braking system. And it's really important this one's kept clear. We've also got sensors in the windscreen, which also need to be kept clean. So we're now out on the road in the Renault Trucks DE 13-litre turbo compound. So we have a very tall diff in this vehicle, but because it's got such high torque, it's trying to look for the highest gear it can and try and get the lowest revs it can possibly get away with. We've got a little satellite illuminated in the dashboard. Now that satellite means that OptiVision is switched on and it's active. And what it's doing is it's looking at a database of data, the driving strategy of all the group trucks that have these systems fitted, and using that data to come up with the best possible strategy to save fuel. So we're now on the A5 heading south. So it's a single track road with some dual carriageway, so typical sort of trunk road. You describe the road as, a few rolling hills on it. So this is going to give us an opportunity to show off the OptiVision software. So I'm just slowing down for a roundabout using my exhaust brake. So minimal use of the service brake. Feeding the throttle on. And then as soon as I can, I'll be on resume on my cruise control. So now I'm on cruise control again. And you can see the vehicle's doing its absolute utmost, even though we're accelerating up a hill, to stay within the green band. So it's looking for that economic style of driving at all times. So as I said, we're on a single track road, so we're limited to 50 miles an hour. And I'm just going to peg the speed back a mile an hour at 49. So what I'm doing here is trying to give myself some room in front of me, because on the downhills the vehicle will go above that because it's trying to use as much momentum as possible, again to save fuel. So you imagine you're the most economic driver that you can possibly be, and the system is trying to drive like that. So now I'm going down a bit of downhill. Cruise is set at 49 miles an hour, and you can see the speed building. But the vehicle is in OptiRoll, so it's just freewheeling down the hill, looking for an opportunity to just build speed without using any fuel. And it knows we're about to go uphill, so it's just trying to bit of pre-speed before we get onto the main meat of the hill, and then it's looking to pick a strategy up this hill which won't use too much fuel. So it picked a gear there, 10th, because it knew that was what it was going to need to get over the hill as efficiently as possible. And as we get towards the top, you're going to see it power down a little bit because it knows it's got another downhill coming. And then it's going to go into the OptiRoll function, and it's going to actually accelerate whilst in OptiRoll. So we're accelerating using no fuel. So we're just using the momentum of the vehicle to build speed. But what the vehicle will try and do, because it knows the topography of the road, it's going to try and use as much OptiRoll as it possibly can and allow the vehicle to build speed just using gravity. And this is where you just, if you can, just don't drive around the vehicle. The vehicle is doing the best it possibly can to save fuel. So here we're in OptiRoll again, and we're just using the weight of the vehicle to accelerate. So we're accelerating for free. So the idea behind the functionality is you get to where you're going to just as fast, but you'll do it using a lot less fuel. So hopefully now you get an understanding of what happens when the vehicle's out on the road and how OptiVision delivers best fuel consumption. So really the messaging is, leave the truck in cruise control and let the systems do their thing.